Hey folks, welcome back to, actually this is a new series. We're going back to medieval Minecraft creations, but I'm sort of making this a season 2. This episode is just an introductory episode in which I'm going to kind of do a quick review of a couple things that I've done in the environment and kind of introduce new people to this series in my channel and just kind of point them in older, kind of point them in the direction of some of the older tutorials also. Um, this is season 2. I had 120 episodes in season 1 of Medieval Minecraft Creations. I've done 2 tour series. The first one was called Medieval Minecraft Epic Tours. Each of these have got their own playlist on my channel page, so I'll try and list them here in annotations at the beginning or something, so you might have to go back to the beginning and just hit those links. The tour series for season 1, Medieval Minecraft, what was it? Medieval Minecraft Epic Tour, season 1. Season 2 I just finished. So some of you that are newer here have probably seen this, but if this is some of those episodes you see like months or years later, you'll know I'm going to probably not do another tour for a while. Long while. It was called Medieval Minecraft Castle Tour Part. Um, Actually, I just called it that, something like that. Medieval Minecraft Castle Tour. And yeah. So that's sort of the season 2 tour. It's just a different name for it. And as you see here, I had a lot of this particular area of my castle has got quite a few biome issues, which is sort of the area why I really hate the swamp biome, because you actually can't adjust that in with a texture pack. It comes out purple. So I may have mentioned that before, but I had water here. If you remember the tour series, I cut down a lot on that because it was frozen. It was giving us a weird line. So yeah, I basically you have to just eliminate water over frozen areas, unless that's what you want, because it's a straight line as you see here. Um, there's a whole issue with that, and I think I've explained it in my previous tours and stuff that this old castle area used to be in another world, and I basically copied and pasted all the chunks into this one, and when that happened, the biomes were different, so the lakes were half frozen over and all this stuff, so it got a little messed up. Yeah. At any rate, I do have two tour, no, not two. I got 2 tour series I mentioned. I have the previous series of this one, which is the same name, but it's season 1. This is now season 2. Um, this is going to be probably just more of the same, kind of like mainly tutorials. Occasionally I'll do an episode like this where I'm just kind of touring things I've done in the environment, because I really can't show you how I'm making these mountains, because this is a man-made mountain range here. This is a new addition I did just the other day after the tour was finished, and between now and then I did a lot of landscaping work in this area, and to make a road connecting to an area in which we did in episode 100 of that first season, Medieval Minecraft Creations. Um, it was that small little village that we kind of did all in one episode, and that was sort of like the anniversary episode. So this is obviously a work in progress here. I plan on doing some adjustments, but a lot of those adjustments have to be done by hand. Yeah, which sucks because the mountains look a little I mean, they're good in some respects. I mean, they look nice when you're down on the ground here and you're walking, which is sort of the intended effect. They're just huge, huge mountains. But the thing is, when you're flying above it, there's not enough randomization to the design, so it doesn't look very natural. That's the only problem. So I'll have to do some adjusting on the mountains. So yeah, those are my different playlists. So if you're looking for more tutorials, check out season 1, and I'm going to continue in season 2 with more tutorials. Like I said in the tour series, which was more recent than the second season tour, um, I have 2 tutorials actually ready to go. I haven't uploaded them. I shot them and I rendered the episodes like a week or 2 ago for both of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make my Minecraft show, this show here, every Monday. And if I run into some issue, I'll do it maybe every Tuesday instead. I don't know, but most likely it'll be every Monday. I want to get more. I want things to be a little more consistent, like when you can expect the shows. And I'm also cutting down on the amount of episodes because sometimes I would not have an episode. Sometimes I'd have 2 or 3 episodes in a week of Minecraft. Sometimes I just have one. So I think it's going to be better off if we just stick with shorter tutorials and just kind of make just one a week, because I just don't seem to be getting as many viewers lately. As I've explained before, that viewership has kind of dropped off and all this. So yeah, I just, for the amount of time I put into all this, it's not really worth it to make very long episodes or to do big projects. But yeah, this was from 100, episode 100. I am going to now pause and go to another area which I'm developing, kind of more towards the Newcastle area, kind of on the outside of another area I've developed, doing something like this. But we'll go there real quick. Okay, and we're back. Letting the land render in a little bit. Let me explain some of this. Obviously, if you've seen the tour series, you've already seen the arena and these towers and all this stuff. So on the corner of my castle, which I call Castle Bluestone, which is actually sometimes I refer to as a newer castle compared to the other place, I built all this, made some mountains, kind of almost like going right into it. And let me kind of pull over here. I have to wait for the chunks to render in, sadly. Going really slow. Yeah, if you remember, sort of towards the end of the tour series, Medieval Minecraft Castle Tours, we were sitting there on the wall, and we kind of looked out into my forest. And here it is, sort of rendering in now. So, and I was talking to you about that big tree in there that I had, that I sort of wanted to make a little bit better, like one huge tree. And these are huge trees, but I had another idea for what I wanted to do. I sort of wanted to be connected to this area where all the forest was. So recently I came back here and did a lot of work with MCEdit, which is the editing program I use. I know a lot of people use World Edit. You can probably do all this in World Edit, and probably easier. I don't know how to install World Edit real well or use it. I don't feel like typing in different things and trying to learn all that stuff. I feel comfortable with MCEdit, and I know it's still kind of an unstable program and whatnot, but you can still get the same results. And sometimes if you know what you're doing, you can actually do okay with it. I think I still need to go in here, but what this really is, next to this huge forest, is this area I just kind of bore out. I kind of dug it all out, and it kind of goes down to the core. I mean, if you go down a couple more levels, or you're on bedrock. What I did was this huge tree. I had watched a tutorial on how to do this with I think World Edit or something similar to World Edit, and I said, well, I could probably redo something similar to that with MCEdit, which because I was more familiar with it. This tree is not done yet, but I'm gonna fill out some more with these things. But I have to like kind of connect it to the wood so they don't degrade or something. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of that off air. Obviously, it's just not much to show. It's just kind of boring to actually show that. Again, I can't record it in MCEdit with Fraps, at least not right now. I think there's a way you can probably do it, because some people have been recording in there. I don't know if they're using Camtasia or something, some other type of editing program, but that MCEdit crashes a lot for me. So I think it's just given my current computer the way it is, it's just not likely I'm going to be able to record and do a lot of massive editing at the same time on my world, so it's hard for me to make tutorials of that. But I basically dug out this whole valley here, and unfortunately it's taking a million years to render in. But that is sort of what I've been doing. I'm going to be doing more things like this in the environment around. Um, Probably also, even there's not really going to be much in here. This is just for show, for looks. I wanted to have that huge tree, and I'll hopefully maybe somehow find a way to connect the huge tree to the rest of the forest in some manner. But because I really disliked swamps and swamp biomes, I said, well, I'm going to get rid of the swamp biomes in the water and just make this whole area like part of this valley that's partly connected to it. And I finally did upgrade to 1.4.2, but when I upgraded my texture pack, I messed up the water, so the water looks awful right now. But I will be fixing that. I know how to fix it. I just haven't had time to. But yeah, I've been trying to think of ways. I just really want to eliminate the swamps. I hate swamps so badly. Swamps and Arctic, just because they freeze the water. So if I could eliminate the existing biomes in my world, and I'd love to get rid of those two biomes completely and change whatever ones I have of those into just a regular temperate environment of some sort, like plains or forest. But yeah, that's about really it. What I've done. I wanted this to be sort of an introductory thing. So if you want a full tour of the series, I just said just finish the tour. If you're watching this like months and years later after this episode was filmed, this is sort of like me introducing all the previous playlists I've had. This is now on to season 2 of this show, and yes, hopefully we'll have plenty of tutorials, plenty more to show you to hopefully inspire you to build more stuff in your own. I know a lot of people are playing on Xbox, which I'm sorry. Making things like this in your world is going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, because of you just can't do things on Xbox that you can do on the PC version. I do apologize for that, but I really can only just show you the tutorials, I guess, that they would be helpful to you. But some of these world alteration stuff, I hate to break it to you, you might want to consider getting the PC version just because of the modding ability. I do realize that the Xbox is great for if you're just a casual player and you like playing with your friends, because it's a lot easier to hook up with friends on the Xbox. It really truly is, because they don't have that really yet very well, at least for the PC version, other than going to people's servers. And I would really just like not to learn how to do all the server stuff. I really don't know how to do that, and just maybe be able to direct connect with a couple friends or something. They just don't have the technology built into it right now to do it. I know you can go and learn how to do all this stuff and set up your own servers and all this, but as you can see, I can barely render in the world. I'm just running this normal with fraps running to capture the footage here. So I'm going to end this. I don't want to ramble. Just wanted to give you a quick update of what was going on in the world and inform you there is a new show here. That tutorials will not go away. I know some people asked for, a couple people, but sadly, yeah, viewership got dropped off, so I don't really know what kind of demand there is for any shows anymore. I did this show, that tour series, sort of at a request of someone else, and it's a good starting off point for this series to say, okay, here we go, we're starting off doing new stuff, and you can kind of get caught up if you're a new subscriber from this point. And if you want older tutorials to see how some of those older buildings I've done are built, that you see in the tour, that's the first season of this show. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Any other relevant or intelligent comments you want to leave, you can. I do have pretty strict rules on commenting on my channel. Just please note that, because I do block people rather quickly, and I just don't deal with the bullcrap from a lot of people. No swearing, I don't tolerate that, and If you're just going to be negative or trolling or whatnot, I just usually block you immediately. I don't bother to even respond for the most part. But I do respond to most things that seem to require a response, and it sometimes put people back a little bit. I noticed. Um, Probably because I can do that now. I have the liberty to do that because the channel's so small and so few people are even leaving comments. But yeah, so just so you know, please be mindful of my rules, my comment rules. I usually leave them in the description of every video, and if not there, then you can probably see them on the main channel page, and all these playlists should be on the main channel page. Sometimes I annotate them in these videos, but I will probably, just for this first video, do some of those older tour series annotations at the very beginning of this video, so you can get direct links there. But if you don't see them, or I forget or whatever, just they're on my channel page somewhere. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I'd appreciate a thumbs up on the way out. These things do take quite a few hours, which is sort of why I'm cutting back on the amount of episodes I'm doing. And I will see you soon. Next week will be a tutorial. Will be tutorials for the next 2 weeks because I got them done already. So, all right, matter of signing off. Adios.